Greetings, toy heads, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams. And today we are having a look at the Hasbro Pulsecon exclusive G.I. Joe Classified Series Edward Starduster Skyler. I know nothing about this guy. I don't remember him from G.I. Joe. I really haven't read that much up on him. I just thought this dude looks cool. It was Pulsecon and they were available, so I got it. And as usual, I'm sharing it with you. On the top of the box here, we got 136 in the series. Big old G.I. Joe star up there. G.I. Joe Edward Starduster Skyler. There you can see Starduster in all his stardustiness. I think that would be, yeah, that's probably more correct. G.I. Joe Classified Series. Warning, choking hazard, don't put toys in your mouth. Ages 4+. Hasbro. On the side here, we've got 136 in the wave. There you can see all the glyphs and the QR code to get on gijoe.com and look up all the specifics about that character. And then on the side here, we've got some of that fantastic artwork right there of Skyduster. On the back here, a picture of said Skyduster with a few little nuances. Jibber legal jargon across the board, ages 0 to 3, you know what that means.
If your child is not born yet, they shouldn't play with these toys.
That's right, you're welcome, Hasbro. And then on the bottom here, more jibber legal jargon, Houses of Klingon, and barcode. Let's get him out of the box, let's get him onto the pedestal, and we'll have a look. Okay, here we have him on the pedestal. Let's have a look at the accessories. First and foremost, I didn't know where this was at first. This is a little G.I. Joe cereal box. This was a punch-out in the card back behind the figure in the package. But we've got, I got a little puzzle on there. It's like a box of cereal. It doesn't stay together very well. I'm going to have to, use some glue or tape or something. But, yeah, that is right there. I may just put it right back in the box because I'm not going to display him with this. But, yeah, we've got a little cardboard G.I. Joe cereal box. And then we have what drew me to this guy was the jetpack. Because I don't have I don't have any of the jetpack G.I. Joe guys. I think there's been a couple that have come out. But that's what kind of struck me with this. And he's kind of a cool looking guy. But yeah, we've got a sort of a little off-color BDU green, more of like a marine color, with the black circle and the white star there. We've got some black, some semi-soft rubber piping there going from the tanks up into the middle section. And we've got some controls and components on there as well. And so that's pretty cool. And then it comes with, I'm knocking stuff off here. It comes with 2 jet effects that plug in to the holes in the bottom of the booster rocket exhaust, whatever you want to call it. And so we've got these translucent orange with a little poofy white cloud up at the top, and they're a soft rubbery material. So we got some rocket booster effects going on with this, and that has a peg in it to go in his back. And then we also have a semi-automatic pistol right there. No extended mag, just a semi-automatic pistol. It does have a hollow barrel, so you can put gun effects in that. So yeah, all in black, semi-automatic pistol right there. And then we also have 2 helmets. Actually, he comes with 2 heads. This is a helmeted head, which I am really torn right now on. I think it's one of the Steel Brigade helmeted heads, like a reuse of that. But there's a lot of reuse in this figure, but that's okay. So we've got the black band down here at the top, down there at the bottom, at the back. And then we've got pretty much that sky blue throughout there. We've got black with the light sort of LED look on the visor, and then the mouth cover there with some silver paint apps on the side, and then that in black on the front. Pretty cool. That is actually a head. And then he comes with that head by default, but this helmet, the standard old classic OG GOAT G.I. Joe helmet with a flip-up tinted visor in the sky blue, and with the black circle and the white star. This is probably the helmet I'm going to put on him, to be honest, because it's so classic G.I. Joe. And then we get a pair of reuse binoculars, the same ones that come with the retro-carded Duke, and I think somebody else. But we have, yeah, we've got those same black binoculars. And then we have this, and one of the most recent figures I did an unboxing review of came with this weapon, but this one's painted a little different, and it's a little bit warped from being in that package, and I'm going to have to fix that. But we've got looks like either a shotgun or a grenade launcher, and that's all done up in black with some silver paint apps on the body and the barrel, but black on the handle and the stock. And then we've got a black soft rubbery strap on that. And that's going to go on his back because this one's going to be in his hand. And that's that classic G.I. Joe laser rifle thing that we saw so many of them use in the cartoon, and a lot of them came with. Essentially, it's the Stormtrooper blaster of G.I. Joe. But yeah, that rifle, and that's going to be in his right hand. And then we have a boot knife, which I think is a reuse. Got a blood groove on both sides, and then a nice shiny silver painted blade with a black handle on there. And he comes with 3 sets of hands. He's got the trigger finger hands on him by default. Then we also have sort of a half splayed out hand and a pointy finger for the right, and a sort of half splayed out hand on the left. And then, of course, 2 fisted hands right there. All of those having in and out hinges on them, or as the pointy finger also has that. And then here we have Starduster, and he stands at approximately, looks like 6 1/4 inches tall. Bam. Right there. And it's a neat sculpt. It's mostly reuse. I believe this is Duke's shirt. I think actually a lot of this is just the retro-carded Duke and or Flint, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's just the head sculpt is really nice. It's a nice, unique head sculpt. They all have unique head sculpts on them, which makes them really cool. That and the articulation, and I can already tell this is going to be a good one. Got the G.I. Joe logo there on the right sleeve, nothing on the left sleeve. We got, yeah, I think this is Duke. I may have to get Duke and line him up with this, but I'm pretty sure this is Duke. We've got a desert camo bandolier, which is a strange color to pick, I think, for the color theme on this guy. But yeah, like a desert beige bandolier on him there with 1 grenade and a lot of pouches. Down there to the black webbed belt that's got a couple pouches on it too. All the way down to the camo pants, which have a lot of the blues and greens in them. That seems to be the color scheme with this figure, except for this brown desert camo. We've got a holster for the pistol, and then down here on the left leg we've got a scabbard for the boot knife. So yeah, pretty cool looking guy. It's a unique thing. I wish it was more exciting, but it is still a pretty cool figure. Let's get his mid torso and waist is a little whacked out here. There we go. Looking at articulation, we've got a neck with a ball going into the upper torso with a dumbbell going up into the head, giving us full rotation of the head and that much down, and it actually doesn't really want to go back too far, but awesome head tilt with that setup. With the arms, we've got butterfly joints back to there and then forward to there. Full rotation of the arm at the shoulder with a hinge on the shoulder, bringing the arms out to there. We've got a double bicep with a bicep swivel with a double elbow, where that catches right there. And then flipping that down, we've got the wrists, which are full rotation on the wrists and an up and down on the left, and also, is it? Yeah, also on the right. So, ball mid-torso from the lower to upper, giving us some hula hoop action and some ab crunch. Crunch to there about, and then crunch back. Ooh, that's really coming apart there, though. I gotta be careful with that. Another ball joint at the waist for some more hula hoop and some detented swivel there. Legs out to there. We got a drop down ball joint. Thigh swivel. Double knee going back to there where that catches. Down to a boot swivel. Right there, and then detents on the feet and a forward rocker on the feet. Let's gear him up. I'm gonna put this helmet on him because that's the one that I want on him. The classic G.I. Joe. There we go. And then this is going to be a real treat. It's always tricky to get these lined up. Get that jetpack. This is why I don't like... I like the fact that they use rubber pegs, soft rubber pegs, but it makes it really difficult sometimes to get these things on the guys. Okay. Here, I'm going to pull the effects out because we don't need them for all intents and purposes here. Put the binoculars on him. And we're going to strap this up here, if it'll strap. And put this in this hand. Get that finger in the trigger well. Come on. There we go. And I knew that was going to fall off. Okay, get this in there. We can do this. All right. And then pistol in the holster. And knife in the boot. Okay. All right. He looks pretty cool. He looks pretty cool. Let's get him off the pedestal. We'll line him up with some other characters and see how he scales up. And here we have him with the Metacom Mafex, Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series, Imperial Stormtrooper version 2, the Hasbro Marvel Legends series, AI Iron Man, and the Mezco 1/12 Collective Superman 1978 Christopher Reeves. All in all, I am absolutely thrilled with this. However, it's not going to be a 10 out of 10. It really should be. I got a few little nitpicks here and there. Mainly with the weapons and the hands. The weapons, because everything's reuse with this. There are hands that aren't meant to fit in these weapons, like that grenade launcher shotgun. It's really hard to get his trigger finger in the trigger well of that gun, just the way that it's placed. Outside of that, I think this is awesome. This is a really cool figure. It's going to look good. This is a terrible flight stand that I have it on. But I'm going to, I think, super glue that into position, and he's going to have a permanent place on the shelf with the, in flight. So that's what we're doing with that one. But yeah, 9 out of 10 for me on the Starduster. I think it's really awesome. It's really cool. I don't know. I don't think they're still available, but if they are, grab one. Pulsecon's been over for about a month, so month and a half, something like that. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that bell so you can get information on all the good things coming out of my channel. You all have yourselves a great week and a great day. I'll see you next time, and until then, don't forget to get your figure on. Take care.